Hello, hello. I'm doing good, Diamond Eyes. Thank you. What's up, everyone? It's Gabby Trades, and welcome back to the channel. Where here it is. We are in the last day of July. We are at the end of the month, dancing around key levels for Bitcoin. The TradFi has made new all-time high last week, and it was trading pretty much vertical all week. Now, what can we expect for the upcoming week? Well, you guys, that before we start, you need to like the video and subscribe if you're new here and hit the bell so you never miss a breakdown. Well, last week was pretty much, like we said, a vertical week for the TradFi. It's done pretty well, better than Bitcoin for sure, with only a sharp pullback that we saw on Friday, which was driven by Trump's tariff threats against Canada. Now, he declared trade talks with Canada are actually off, and that he intends to impose tariffs, leading to what was a late day market fear, but with a quick recovery, because later he announced that he will restart trade talks with Canada after canceling the new digital tax. Now, this has helped reducing the worries about global trade tensions in general, which is good. So the market is overall cautiously optimistic right now, in my opinion. We also saw in general, like in Europe, Germany's inflation dropped slightly to 2%, which is good news for the economy over there. Italy's inflation stayed the same at 1.7 as expected. Also, the Fed Reserve stress test showed that the major US banks are strong enough to handle a recession. Now, this is really giving us more confidence for the weeks ahead. Everyone is now watching for the upcoming data, which is going to potentially affect the interest rates. We're looking at exactly the jobs data. That's most important as per the Fed. Talking about the Fed, Trump also proposed a shadow Fed chair. Now, I don't believe that's ever happened before, but we all know that he wants a 1% rate cut and suggests naming the Fed successor early. I think that would possibly undermine Powell's authority in a way until his term finishes, I think by May 2026. So that's going to be, I think that's his plan in general. He is moving like that a little bit, to say the least. Okay, so we have Diamond Eyes, Samurai J, Cello Trader, Sugar Cookie, Crypto Love. How are you guys doing? Boruto is here, Stanimir, Miha, who I haven't seen before. You guys, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and like the video. And we're gonna get into price action right now to see what's happening this week. Oh, I hate trading on Mondays, you guys. Honestly, it's always just, kind of like a waste. Okay, where's the screen now? Oh, I forgot I restarted that thing. Hold on, bear with me. We're gonna put the screen up. Fortunately, we have to do it on like that. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna work? Okay, so that's working now. You guys should see it. Here we go. All right, you guys know you need to restart the chat. Hi, Fountain of Youth. How are you for a Monday? Honestly, like when I trade on Mondays, I swear it's just so annoying. Let's check the music real quick. Yeah, pretty good. So yeah, let's start with Bitcoin as usual. Well, you guys know, if you're in Discord and if you're not part of the Discord, make sure you join, because you can only get free access here on Discord. Oh, look who it is, Car Crypto. Yeah, you guys, you can join only during the lives, because once we go off the lives, the access is paid. So we decided we're gonna do this for you guys, so you can have a chance to join still for free. And also, don't forget, I am working really hard on making the course for you guys, right? The mentorship. So make sure you sign up for the waiting list for that as well. I keep repeating it because I want you guys to sign up, because this is going to be literally your blueprint to trading. And yeah, if you like the way I trade, you need to watch these things and learn how to do it. All right, cool. So as per the daily update today in Discord, I told you guys that I'm short Bitcoin from the 0.786 area over here, which is about you know, almost 108k, well, 107,982 to be more precise. Now, this is us trading the small range. Like, we've disregarded a little bit the higher time frame range, but that's fine because both are valid. And yeah, I think a chance from here is quite possible, and only because, right, we were waiting for last week to exit this range to one side to show us which is the manipulation side, right? And unfortunately, this happened over here to the upside, which to me is pretty much a sell signal. So, you know, I had to take a chance over here, even though the higher range suggests that the 0.786 is up here, which is also where the liquidity is. So yeah, I mean, it's a little touch and go, but still, to me, the manipulation move over the weekend and through the beginning of the week is kind of like pretty clear. So yeah, I just had to take a chance over here. But yeah, yet again, it's Monday, right? So what do we know for Monday? Well, we need to wait for Monday to develop, right? We need the true week open. So when that happens, then we can make new assessments for the week. So this is pretty much now, I wouldn't say my entry is like, you know, in a way, it is following the model, but it's not like, you know, something that I would, I don't know, bet my life on. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so you guys, hi everyone. I want to know, how are you guys doing? Did you guys have a good weekend? Are you ready for the new week? And what is your bias, right? How do you feel? Do you feel like we're going up? Do you feel like we're gonna go up and take the liquidity on Bitcoin? Or do you guys feel like it's all a bit shady right now and we might be exhausting and we're due a pullback? Because to be honest with you, like, we are due a pullback big time, especially looking at the TradFi. It's been a bit crazy, and today we're seeing kind of a small, tiny pullback. But in my opinion, any pullback on NASDAQ at this moment is still for buying, right? Like, there needs to be lots of, you know, downside that is going to prove to me that we're coming back to retrace and potentially fulfill some gaps. The TradFi is really important to watch, but as you can see, last week, absolutely vertical, which is still very, you know, even for NASDAQ, it's a bit too much, right? It's a bit too much. We don't tend to see that many daily candle closes one after the other, and we keep seeing them even in this environment, right? So that's obviously not valid anymore, but we know that we still have a lot of space for NASDAQ to move to the highs. Like, especially we're looking at around 24,600. Now, once we reach these areas, maybe I'll be considering something, but not as of yet. So yeah, TradFi looks pretty strong, you guys. What can I tell you? Like, we really need some more confirmation. Bitcoin for me was, yeah, not 100% clear sell, but still a sell as per the model. So I'm always following the model, and you guys, you need to do that as well, because that's how you can assess if something actually works for you in the long term, right? It's really important. So yeah, that's it pretty much, right? Let me talk about the potential retracement points over here if we actually continue this move today, right? Because this should be the distribution move today as per the model. So of course, on the 4-hour time frame, using my indicators that are available for everyone to get, you guys go and buy them because they're showing you current price action and stuff that you can look for in the market right now. So the first support that we're having is around 105,863. Now, this is a reasonable pullback place, but also it could be wicked, right? It could be wicked. So I can see a small order block here creeping as well. So this is important, right? This little tiny order block over here. So all of these is showing you that that area has a lot of confluences, right? We have the 0.5% of the range, which is over here. We really, whatever the pullback is, all we want is for the 0.5 to hold. So we want the 104,385 area to show us good support, right? Because if we start losing that level, right, if we start losing that level, then we're potentially going to drop even further down to retest the 0.236, and we most definitely don't want to lose that level, because if we start dropping from here, that's going to be fine. If we get some sort of bounce from here, I think for the alts is going to be fine. But if we start dropping to the 0.236, the alts are going to see some serious bleeding, so we definitely don't want to see that. Car Crypto, I don't know what you're doing here, man. You are on Discord, like, trying to promote yourself. Just get out, man. Like, just go do your own thing. Stop creeping in other people's stuff. Like, seriously. Yeah, so anyway, so that's really what we want to see, right? We want to see Bitcoin holding at 104,385, and then, you know, we really don't want to see it dropping around the 0.236. That is going to show us very much weakness, right? That we don't want to see at this point. So this is why I love Mondays, because I get the chance to sit down with you guys and like look at the charts raw as the week is formulating. I think it's very important also for your sort of like knowledge and how you open the charts and look at everything. I haven't looked at ETH. Pretty much. Let's have a look at ETH, but I don't think it has done anything as of yet. Absolutely nothing. We're still sitting like sort of in the same little range. So from here, even with Bitcoin's pullback, right, if we drop down to the 0.5 and we hold that area, we're definitely going to see upside, you know, 2,680 plus, which is going to be really good for ETH and for alt. So we want to see this essentially this range holding in some sort of way, right? Even if we exit to the downside a little bit, the 12-hour support is there. Yes, that is where we need to find support. And then obviously for ETH, we have liquidity, and in July we're looking for alts to start picking up some momentum, because you guys, we need that, right? Yes, get the link from Sugar Cookie and sign up for the waitlist for the mentorship that I'm going to teach you guys all the methods that I'm using, the systems that I'm using. I'm going to teach you how to use the ranges, how to identify them, and all the other little things that I use in my strategy as well. So yeah, pretty much that's it. Short on Bitcoin today. From the 0.786, that was my trade. And then I was trading gold quite aggressively today. Well, not aggressively, but I did have a couple of entries over here at the 0.5. So basically, this was my first short over here, and then I added to the short over here. Price was moving nicely to the downside, then it started reversing in a way that I didn't want to see. So I took one break even over here, and then I took the second position over here for a small win. And then I had a re-entry short over here for this move, where price showed that is developing liquidity up here. So of course, when that happens, you know what I do, guys, right? This is pretty much now a target, so I had to exit also over here. So now we started the stream together, and you can see clearly there is another entry at the 0.5 with gold, and gold is bullish, right? So let's say on Friday, because we weren't live together, you guys know, because I put all my trades on Discord. Now is your chance to get on Discord for free while we're live together. Otherwise, you have to pay a fee. So find the link. Anyway, so basically, I caught this move on gold on Friday. This was a Friday move, so that was pretty profitable. I think I made like 1% here on that move, which was good. So I closed well in time, and then today we're opening the markets and we're at the 0.5. So I'm going short over here, right? The idea is to go short. Now, would I have re-entered one more time? Probably. Look at it. I mean, it's it's very clear that it's rejecting, right? So that was the reason why I was short here, and if I wasn't on the live stream with you guys, which I just started like 10 minutes ago, whatever, I would have been short one more time here because it's just worth it, right? It's clearly a range, and you can just milk a little bit of profits from these small movements. That's how I do it. But that's for Monday, because, you know, if it's not a Monday, if it's a Wednesday, or I don't know, a Thursday, you are looking to get like a more expansive move, right? But usually I like to stay away on Monday, but today we're at a key level and there is opportunity, so that's why I wanted to participate. This would have been probably the third or fourth time I would have been in, but let's see, because in my opinion, the liquidity up here is not cleared entirely. Let's have a look. No, we barely tapped it, so we created sort of like a double top over here, and price is rejecting. So yeah, gold is looking fine for now, but to be honest, if NASDAQ and everything else is so strong, maybe some capital needs to move out of gold, because people are way too exposed on gold at the moment. And that's why I see 0.5 rejecting over here, and I want to see a big move to the downside on gold for this week. So yeah, it's good that on the 3-minute time frame we have this liquidity. Oh, now it's a double liquidity. Okay, fine. All right, so we basically have this and this to clear now. So yeah, it's going to be pretty much a, you know, a ranging situation, and then we have to see where gold exits, right? If it exits the 0.5 with strength, then we know what to do. There are many people who have their own Discord and are part of other groups. I've never advertised. Okay, yeah, sure, car crypto. Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but like, yeah, I asked you multiple times not to promote your links and stuff like that, and you didn't do that. So that's why you're out, mate. And plus the model that you're trading, it's one of my best friend's model, and the fact that you created your own Discord with her model, trying to teach people that, I'm not about that, you know? So anyway, that's why you're out of Discord, but still, you can come on the live streams and you can learn here, mate. Oh my God, I'm gonna sneeze, you guys. Oh, cucumber. You guys know. So that's for gold today. I don't think I'm gonna touch it anymore today, because frankly I'm quite bored with it. But yeah, so for alts to move, right, we need ETH BTC to show some weakness. Bitcoin dominance to show some weakness. We're still hovering around the 0.786 over here. Sammer J is laughing at the cucumber. So that's the high time frame, 0.786. We really need to lose that level, right? And it doesn't seem that it's happening, but we need to lose that level before I get any interest whatsoever in altcoins, right? Because before that happens, the chances that we're gonna come up to 70% Bitcoin are quite high for me. And I'm not really interested in touching alts before then. Do you know what I mean? Even though they've been doing quite fine, you know, like even Solana, where did we have the entry at 140? 140? Well, it's all right. It's just, look at the candles. I mean, one move up, one move down. It's insecure still, right? The range is clear. It's a bullish range. We just want to exit to get some strength, to get some more confirmation from that. ETH, we already spoke about ETH. That's higher time frame. Let's look at ETH BTC. This is on a weekly time frame. Yeah, so weekly time frame, look at that, right? A lot of resistance slash support over here, which we've traded through quite aggressively with like a weekly, you know, bearish engulfing, and now we're retesting the level. Are we going to reject again, or are we going to fight that level up? So even if you look only at ETH BTC, it's going to help a lot, in my opinion, right? Looking only at ETH BTC, we need to fight a weekly level, and we're currently not doing it. So I think once we do that, like look at that candle over here. Let's get rid of that. right? Look at this big candle over here, extremely bullish on a major level. So that was the first sign of strength, and now we need to clear this before we do anything. Liberty is asking for, what is that ticker? CRSCL. I've never heard of that. So yeah, I generally would never tell you like where to buy or anything like that. You make your own investment decisions. I'm here to teach you how to day trade. That's my thing. But I also have methods on how to assess which altcoins and stuff like that I'm interested in buying and which not. So for that, I have a video, not a live, but I made like a small video for you guys to see how I'm looking at that. So look at the dollar. Right? The dollar, all I've been waiting for is the $99 to fail, right? And we're seeing that happening. So this is all good stuff, and it's very positive for the markets in general. So I like to see that continuing, and it seems like it will. So yeah, overall bullish on the TradFi. Gold, I really need to see what's going to do. What's it going to do this week? Are we going to find strength, or are we going to reject from the 0.5? This is what I'm pretty much looking at. So the 3-minute is double liquidity over here. No, I don't think I'm gonna get involved. Okay, Liberty. All right, we're gonna look at that. Hold on one sec. Yeah, I think I'm done with gold and today in general. Let's wait for the true week open and see what price does once the true week open is out. And then I'm gonna make any decisions, but for now I'm gonna keep my short open, even though like on the 15-minute, actually I forgot to tell you this, guys, on the 15-minute we have this liquidity up here for Bitcoin at 108,800. So it's just in general very tricky, right? Like you're making a move up, you're retracing, you're making another higher high, then you're retracing. It's just unclear. So I rather wait for the true week open to appear, so then I can see what price is doing. But ideally we would want to see some sort of pullback over here. It's going to give us a lot of opportunities, whether it's around this area or whether we pull back to all the way to the 0.5, which is actually going to be the most ideal scenario, right? A pullback to the 0.5, rejection from it, then we know that we're gonna exit high up to take this liquidity up here. I think that's going to be like literally the best case scenario. Whether we're gonna get that, I don't know. We're here to see. We just have to, you know, take the chances as they go, and that's what I've been doing. Yeah, let me know in the chat box, you guys, if you want me to look at anything. Let's look at this chart for this person over here. What is it? CRCL crypto. What is that? What are we supposed to look at? First one, second one? Like, I don't understand. Okay, until we find that out, let's look at H bar. Okay, man, okay. CRCL, is it the first one? All right, let's have a look. We don't have a lot of price data on this. So yeah, I don't even know. What is this? Like, there is nothing really for me to read on this, so I'm sorry, I can't really help you with that. H bar, we can certainly have a look though. Let's look on the 4-hour time frame first of all to see what we can discover. So 4 hours telling us a little bit more downside. Yeah, like, see, in general, again, standing there, we're looking at H bar, but you know, my entry is down here, which hasn't been tagged with this low, by the way, because I want to see this liquidity cleared, and that liquidity still hasn't been cleared. So that's my only issue with H bar. So yeah, ultimately I would want to see that low taken over here. I know it's going to be a lot of pain. Let's have a look how much pain that could potentially inflict. Quite a bit, right? But I think it's possible. The V shape also here is quite clear as well on a 12-hour time frame. So maybe some rejection over here. Let's have a look if we can yeah, so maybe potential re-entry at around over here, something like this, I would assume, for H bar. But again, very tricky if you do that, even because the liquidity is down, you know, the liquidity is just below. So I would not enter that. It wouldn't make sense for me, right? It's possible because we're in a V shape, so to get like some sort of retracement in an area of discount. I will teach you also about the V shapes, you guys, in the course. So make sure you sign up in the wait list for the trading mentorship, because I will definitely include V shape recoveries and how you can trade the V shape recoveries, because I think they're very important for everyone to know. But H bar in general has liquidity to the upside, so it's just a matter of time. Right? It's just a matter of time. And honestly, like this low over here could be it. Could be it, because the liquidity is just so close to it that on a different chart it might be taken, even though we're looking at Bybit. So I think it should be quite good representation. Do you think we'll hit 97k if you want H bar that low again? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think that, you know, even if we start dropping to levels around 101k, like altcoins can suffer a lot. So that would be, I think, in that case scenario, that this could happen. But essentially for Miha, that's new here, basically what are we looking at is for the summer period for us to develop some sort of a range for Bitcoin. That's what we are expecting, because as the cycles trade and as the quarter is starting, right? This is the following quarter. Everyone who's saying the quarter starts in January, it's true. Some quarters start also in April, right? With the financial or the fiscal year. So these things also count. It's just a matter of how you your reading works, and my reading works in April. So that's why I start with the fiscal year, my quarterly reading in April. And as per the quarterly reading in July, August and September, we need to see a ranging price action, you guys. All right, so make sure everyone's on the same page here, and like the video if you haven't, please, because that really helps the algo and all the cool people to find us and join our community. And again, I'm saying, if you're live with me right now, you can get free access to Discord by finding the link in the description box. Actually, not in the description box, in the chat box. In the description box, for anyone that's not live, is going to be paid access. So it's up to you guys. What else should we look at? I don't know. I think that's it for today. We have to wait for Monday to develop, and then we're gonna make further decisions. And I'm gonna speak to you guys on Discord and update you if there is any other things going on. But before we get the true week open, I don't think we can actually make any more decisions. Like, I've made one decision here. I've made a little bit of profit on gold. Honestly, nothing. I can say that I've paid for my time today, but it's still like, it was not good, right? I spent a lot of time, you know, and mental stress trying to trade this move over here. So I don't recommend it, and usually I don't recommend it even to myself. So that's why I try to stay away on Mondays, you guys. Oops, I think I moved the screen. But anyway, I'm super excited for the trading mentorship, you guys, and I've been working on it for you. So hopefully we're gonna launch it in like a couple of months time. I think it's gonna be good if we launch it towards like August or something, so when the summer is kind of finishing and you guys are ready to kick off with training. Oh my god, my hair looks so bad. Today is not my best hair day, you guys. Anyway, I'm so glad that you guys are excited about it and you see value in what I'm trying to teach you. I would recommend to definitely sign up for the waitlist if you want to take trading seriously and if you want to actually make a living out of this, because this is not a joke. It's really a full-time job, and it takes a lot of, you know, input from your side. You need to have, you know, you need to make your 10,000 hours at the very minimum to start with, to call yourself even, I don't know, a learner trader, right? Because for me it took a lot more than 10,000 hours. I remember when I started, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna do my 10,000 hours and then I'm gonna be a trader. It's not that easy. But we're gonna get you there. I'm gonna give you the shortcut on how to do that, right? Because there is shortcuts and there is things that if you look for every single day, you will find. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, I'm feeling like I'm getting sick or something. I don't know. But anyway, you guys, thank you. That's it for today. There is nothing much else we can see. Join Discord while you're live with us for free, and then I will see you over there. And yeah, I'll chat to you later on. All right, you guys. Cucumber. Yeah, I didn't say cucumber this time. I know. But yeah, Mondays will be Mondays. Don't get caught up in you know, in all the weird price action. Is very hard. Tuesday is going to be a little bit more clear. Wednesday even more. Thursday, Friday as we get on. By the way, we have a lot of news, right? We have a lot of news this week. Tomorrow we have the ISM manufacturing PMI, JOLTS job opening, ADP non-farm payroll, employment change, average hour earnings, non-farm employment change, unemployment range. It's just rates and ISM services PMI. That's a lot of data that the Fed is going to be looking at, and we need to be watching out for it as well. So yeah, see what gold is doing. There is absolutely no point for me trading it for now. And yeah, Bitcoin is just gonna be Bitcoin. My entry is at break even anyway because we have this liquidity up here, but I've warned everyone on Discord. And again, find a way to join Discord now while you're in the chat box with us. And again, thank you so much, you guys, for being here. And tomorrow we'll see each other, and it's going to be I think much more clear for us tomorrow. All right, have a great one.